Hello and welcome to another episode of the Savor Ranch Plus Wolves. It is officially sprung. Spring has here in northern Idaho. And so we are starting the process of making our garden once again. I guess we'll call this garden season 2015. We've got something kind of special. Our big tires. Look at there. We need the proper blade, but we're going to take a Sawzall. We're going to cut here. And we're going to plant, what are we getting in these big guys here?
That's going to be potatoes.
Potatoes there.
Potatoes here.
And then we're going to put strawberries there.
Strawberries and onions.
Yeah, onions are going to go around it.
And the little guy? Do we know yet?
No, yet.
Okay. We got a little guy here.
Carrots.
I would like to have a new pair of those. Those are nice. An old tire store is giving them away for free. They have to pay a fee in order to dispose of them, so they give them away. So we'll take them. Woohoo!
Once we get our property someday, sooner than later I hope, we're going to go back because they say anytime you want, come back, get as many as you want, and we can put them in our property and have raised bed planters.
Oh yeah.
For free!
There were some tractor tires that probably weigh a quarter ton in there. Oh yes, we are doing our potato processing.
Today I went to the store and got our seed potatoes, and I've marked down the varieties so we know what we're planting.
You think this hole's deep enough?
The glove is because this acid that you put on the potatoes to keep them from blight and rotting is really stinky.
Yep.
Is
And
that
acidy.
hole deep enough?
Well, that acid ain't going to hurt
Is
you.
that hole deep enough?
If it's almost down to the bottom, it's good. So put a little bone meal, which is a very gentle fertilizer that doesn't contain too much nitrogen, because if you put too much nitrogen in your potatoes, you get lush growth on the top, but no potatoes in the ground. So,
root system.
not too much nitrogen.
Can you...
So, some gentle bone meal and some acid.
You got it.
And you put a little acid down here and you dip it in because the acid can touch the potatoes, because when you cut it, you're supposed to let it scab over, but I'm impatient. I want to do it now. So, I've never had a problem in the past 2 years that I've planted them.
Yep. And I'm sure that we've mentioned it before, but we'll just mention it again for anyone who hasn't seen the prior videos. First year, we planted the potatoes here, and you never plant in the same back-to-back season potatoes. So we planted them here last year.
Keeps diseases from forming.
And this year we're planting over here.
So we switch back and forth every year.
And we're using that to minimize packing of there. We also have volunteer, if I can get past Brandon here.
Those are berries.
We got volunteer berries over there that are growing out of the ground. We're just going to let them grow where they stand.
My rule is berries get to go wherever they want.
We got King's Court.
Because I
And
love berries.
let's hope that they actually produce, being that they're just little sprouts. Who knows?
Oh, well, that is a huge vine that we had last year.
It just...
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The ones that are volunteering.
Just stop there.
That'll be fine.
These guys were kind of squelched last year, so we are going to probably move those into a different location. Ooh, look! More! Look there!
Yeah,
Cool.
Going everywhere.
So, actually, that's a really good thing. When these are in the pots, we can move those, and then those can grow in the place of where the pots were.
Yesterday I cut
And grow up these.
back to where there was a healthy sprout coming out. See?
Yep.
Tiny little sprout coming out there. And this bud might, but I didn't want to cut it, so I just, I cut it there.
Yeah. Well, neat. I still need to design and produce the kind of mobile posts that we're going to use with the green fencing that we were using last year for the pots that were along the fence, because the way that it was working last time, the angle with which the green fencing was leaning against the chain link, it was making it available for the deer to eat. So we were not getting very good yield out of any of the plants that we were growing over there. So we figured we would advance our operation here a little bit better and create a more sturdy fence. Yeah, always learning, always developing.
Did you say what these are?
Oh yeah.
This was my fall garden, but in the fall we had this blistering, freezing, cold storm come through. The wind was so strong it blew the plastic off and froze and killed all my.
Yeah. I think even if the plastic wasn't blown off, it was so bitterly freezing cold that nothing would have grown. It would have solidified these raised beds, and yeah, it was really bad. It was very early frost this year. We got very little snow, but it was just bitterly cold the whole time, because without cloud coverage, it basically just renders it freezing cold.
Yep. So we're gonna change things. Corn's still gonna go where it goes because it gives the chickens shade in the heat of the summer.
That's good.
And then Mommy's planting tomatoes out there exclusively in that small one.
All right.
Because I canned them last year.
Yeah, we canned a bunch of
yeah.
tomatoes. This is gonna be random vegetables. You know, your carrots and stuff.
Yeah, we already got them marked. That's convenient.
Yeah, that's from the fall garden.
Yeah.
Is this not going to be cut? Because it's really hard to get in here.
Yeah, we won't be able to harvest potatoes, so just go in the middle, and we'll just go around that way.
We could just skip that.
Out there, I put potatoes out there last year, but since we have tires and I have trash cans over there that I planted yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'll go over there after we're finished.
It's going to be squash.
That's going to be squash out there because it goes everywhere. If you remember last year,
Oh,
we
yeah.
couldn't even get in here because the squash just overtook everything.
Yep.
So that'll give it plenty
Squash
of
has to be in their own.
And I
Uh-oh, we have an intruder.
Getting delicious.
Squash is a very bossy plant that gets up.
It's a bossy plant.
And then way over there are the potato things that I'm going to keep adding slats to and make taller and taller and taller to get the potatoes.
As long as we buy the slats and actually do it.
Well, last year we weren't as diligent about it. We're still learning.
Yeah.
And now,
If you go over there, the tarp was taken off of the wood pile, and so you'll have to look under it to get to the trash cans where the potatoes are planted.
All right. I'll do that right now. We had a dog attack just recently. We had to put up our temporary fences. I think I mentioned that in a previous video. So we got our fencing up. Yeah, this is where it all happened. We're after our white rabbits here. They're little rescue rabbits. Hello. So let's go on over here. We'll look at what my dad has already planted during the week. I haven't even seen it, so I'll be... Oh yeah, the wind blew it off. We're going to figure out how to weight this down. We got a really big tarp. They had a big sale, so we got a huge tarp here. Start small, you build them up, and they go into the trash cans. It's amazing what schools throw away. We're throwing these things away. So they're ours now. There we have it. There's our curing wood. Alright. Oh no! She's peeing.
I would
Get
have
out of
stopped
here.
her if she was pooping, but urine won't harm it.
Not too much.
But like I was telling Brandon just now, I'm not putting any fertilizer over here because of what I said. You can't fertilize potatoes that much.
look at that.
It got fertilizer last year from the crop that it had, so it should still be sufficient.
So over
Alright.
here, I will add fertilizer before we plant over here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Take that old straw bale and put that over this to kind of insulate it just in case we do get a freeze or something.
No, because by the time these babies pop out of the ground, we won't have any
This
problem.
used to be a squash plant.
Yeah, last year's. We won't have any problem with frost by the time these pop up.
But I mean, just don't you think it'd be good anyway?
I don't really want all that straw in the way.
No, that's fine.
Alright.
Fertilize some more of that.
So we're running on about 10 minutes now, so I think that will sum it up.
Probably.
Well, see you next time.